We need more of these.
Big off there.
A little bit of sadness getting this close to the end of the season. Oh, it's been a hectic one, this one really, with everything being jam-packed so tight. In a sense, I'm looking forward to it being over because it's freezing cold and not the most ideal conditions to be driving a touring car. But then at the same time, sad that it's going to be over and another 6 months without racing. You know, we did what, 9-10 months before without racing. So it's going to be another long haul after only 2 or 3 months back. So it's strange, really. Every single year you want to be back, whether you can be or not is, you know, budget, commercial reasons, you know, bits and bobs like that. I 99% can say that I will be on the BTCC grid. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't thought too much about next year. It's been mainly focused on getting this year finished off and doing the best job we can this year. And it's just a case of what fits best for me. And you know, it's at the end of the day, I want to win this championship, and I've got to make sure that no matter where I am, I'm in the best position to do that. So that'll be a big point in my decision making going into next year. I'd like to see fans back at the track. We do lose a little bit of the atmosphere, and the days get a bit long, kind of sat around in the trucks, you know. So it's great to have them here. Like I say, the atmosphere's uplifted massively. You know, we love to see them all at the autograph signings and stuff like that. So for me, yeah, hopefully they're back.
You know what? It's quite hard to look past Ash. I think even on weekends where it looks like he's having a bad run, he somehow pulls out a result and gets the points. And saying that Turkington is very experienced in this position, you know, 4-time champion, and you've got Dan who seems on a bit of a roll. Yeah, now my plan is to stay with Motorbase. You know, we started this project together with a new car. We had plans of trying to, you know, compete for the championship. I've had a little bit of misfortune, which has, you know, scuppered those plans slightly. So I think we've got some unfinished business. But my relationship with the team is really strong, and I feel like I'd like to continue with Motorbase. It's quite interesting. I always go into the winter, and every year, and there's always so much time to kind of ponder and think about what you could have done differently the year before. And I always have things that I want to carry into the next year and improve on, whether it's racecraft, whether it's qualifying, whether it's my consistency across the whole season. So I think come the end of Brands Hatch, I'll have a good picture of where I want to take my training and how I want to evolve into 2021. This year, for some reason, I feel a lot more relaxed. I'm going to let the next 2 weekends just come to me, and just try and end the season on a high. And if we do our job, the points and the prizes will come.
So for the crash at Croft, I see Jake Hill overtake Senna Proctor the lap before going into the S's coming out of Tower. So I knew Proctor wasn't the best coming out of Tower, maybe had a bit of a traction issue. So I wanted to gain on that, and got alongside him, or a nose on him, and it's 50-50. I just probably got a bit too keen for the next position, as we was having such a great weekend. I just wanted to finish off on a high for the boys. And yes, I'm you know, coming across the circuit. Before I know it, I'm bouncing on the grass, trying to keep it in a straight line. Obviously front wheel drive, I'm using the power to keep the thing in a straight line. And I only really remember screenshots of what happened. I don't remember like a video playing throughout. So I remember me in a straight line, holding on for dear life. And last minute, it went sideways on me, and before I knew it, we're over. And it's one thing I do remember from the rolls itself is just the G pushing you back into your chair, the seat of the car. So yeah, and we're going over, and I remember being upside down and opening my eyes and actually being around about 5 foot in the air. And yeah, I thought I better keep those belts tight because I thought I was finished. I was in the air for that long, I thought the roll would finish. When I opened my eyes, I'm 5 foot in the air. Besides what's happened this year with the crash, I'm going to be coming back next year stronger than ever and fitter than ever. Can't wait to be allowed to go back into the gym and work hard, and especially work on some sponsors that we've got currently and bring some new ones in and take them racing again in 2021.
I think the top 10 showdown was a great thing for them to implement into this weekend. You know, we narrowly missed out. We qualified 11th and we were 10th up until about a minute to go. Then we got knocked out. But you can't just be happy with being P11 or P12. You know, it's really nice to be in that top 10. So yeah, I think it should stay, and hopefully they do. And yeah, it's definitely something that adds a bit of excitement to the grid.
Yeah, quali went almost according to plan. You know, we topped the times after Q1, so I was full of confidence going into the top 10 shootout. And our time, we improved on our lap time in the top 10 shootout. However, it was only good enough for P4. It's a good position, but I would have loved to have been on pole.
Get the action underway. Good start for Turkington, not such a good start for Hill. Tom Ingram is going to have a go at him. You've got side by side just behind as well. Dan Cammick and Ash Sutton, the top two of the championship. So I think Ash got a slightly worse start. So it's going to be in the lead of the race. On the contact there, Tom Oliver. Ollie Jackson is sent out onto the grass, taking the checkered flag. Colin Turkington is your race winner. Into the lead of the race, Ingram in second. Watch for Ash Sutton, he's got ahead of Hill. Hill's had another slightly iffy start. Jacked off on his own, went off. Oh, it's a big off actually, losing control of the car and smashing into the barriers. The Rory Butcher Ford Focus is still halfway alongside. There's the bit of contact on the way out of the corner. Cammish has got the left-hander. That's going to be his line. Colin Turkington, he goes through Coram now. It's nose to tail for second place though. Tom Ingram has been second all the way through the race. Can he fend off Ash Sutton? And Adam Morgan, terrific start. Sluggish start for Chris Smiley. So Ollie Jackson's going to get past him as well. And straight through into second place, and Josh Cook I think will get third. The winner at Silverstone has got his nose in front, is on the outside line, and he'll have to be brave here. He'll have to rely on room given by Morgan, which is what happened. So he's into the lead of the race. Ollie Jackson into first place, and Rory Butcher just slices down the middle of the pair of them, holding the inside line, trying to look around the outside. Is Adam Morgan. There's contact, and Ingram had got to third, but Rory Butcher goes into the side of him. They both go on the grass. Colin Turkington's going to get past, but Ollie Jackson wins the race. Second place to Adam Morgan. And wow, contact there at the final corner.
Race one went really well today. We finished ninth. We had a It was a long time ago now. We had a good car balance. We made the best of the opportunities that were in front of us, and we just we got on with the job in hand. Slowly chipped away at it, and yeah, that was a good race. Race 2, not so much. We made a few setup changes, and they didn't really go the way that we expected. We kind of lost performance instead of gained. A few things that usually would work and would usually help with the issues which we had. And then race 3, we had a really good car. We kind of went back to what we had in race 1 and kind of went back the opposite way. Kind of a bit of an unorthodox way to what we thought we should do. And it seemed to, I wouldn't say help the performance, but certainly improved it. Yeah, I'm a little bit mixed emotions this weekend because qualifying pace was very good. We extracted a really good lap from the car, and race 1 was really good, and then it's kind of gone a little bit downhill since then. I just think we seem to lose our way a little bit with the car in race 2 and 3.
We're pretty disappointed because I let go of 2 podium finishes in race 2 and race 3 as well. I made a mistake on the last lap of both races, and it cost us big. So yeah, we were disappointed. In race 3 at Snet, Tom was coming really quick from behind, and there was just a misjudgment in terms of how much space we had. We made contact, and it put us both offline, and I went off the grass and ended up hitting Tom, unfortunately. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed in that whole episode, and I gave him a call on the Monday morning just to kind of explain what had happened, and he took it really well.